People always ask me what my pronouns are. My pronouns are let, me, she, them, titties.
Hello, it's me. It's me again, baby. What up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of the Ant Money Experience. Sorry I left y'all last week hanging a little high and dry, but your boy was sick as a dog. Health is wealth. I thought I was grown after my birthday. I was going outside, no jacket on, going from the hot to the cold because this weather a little confusing anyway. So your boy was fighting for his life, but I'm back at it again. I hope y'all missed me. Before I start, I just want to talk about a little situation that happened the other day. First of all, if you are in the comments, make sure that if you watching, make sure you drop a comment. Let me know that you tuned in. I'll give you a little shout out in return. But a situation that happened in my apartment building the other day. I came home on Tuesday, enjoyed dinner with a couple friends. Came home, watched the game, went to sleep. 12:30 in the morning, I heard a loud ass bang at the door. Boom, boom, boom. I got up ready to inflict pain and enact violence. I get to the door, it is the police. The police said, Steven, do I look like a fucking Steven to you? No. So they were like, oh, we got a phone call. What up, Nikki Boo? We got a phone call. We're doing a wellness check, and we had 307 as the number. So I recently became friends with a couple people in the building. Funny after all these years, but they were in a group chat, and somebody else was like, "Yo, did somebody just bang on your door?" So long story short, I found out through a message from management that a resident, and I'm in building B, so in building A, took his life, unfortunately. First of all, rest in peace, Steve. I didn't know you, but my condolences to your family just the same. I only brought that story up to say, listen, if you are going through something, we are all going through something. Make sure you reach out and let somebody know what's going on. Talk it out. Also, make sure you check on your folks, because this young man sent a email, basically his suicide note, to one of his friends, and his friends reacted. Unfortunately, it was his time. But I only say that to say, make sure you check on your folks. Now, that is the only time I plan on being serious today. Let's jump into the shenanigans. First of all, shout out to the big exclusive network, the most dangerous podcast network in the world. If you got a podcast idea, you need a home, come through. We got you. We got you over here. Also, um, if you are here right now, then you should be here on Mondays for Melanated Vibrations with Dom Godwin and Dusty Asadaris. She took a break, but hopefully she is coming back soon to bring you some of that melanated. What up, Mac, baby? Some of that, a therapist's view of different things, Um, she like to talk about some of the things that are going on and give you a mental health aspect of it. And she actually has a couple dope topics that she's been smoking on her own due to her background. So make sure you check that out on Tuesdays. You need to check out the big exclusive podcast, the flagship show of the network, with big exclusive himself, Angry OG, and Top Flight. Now, also a new addition to the network, a safe space for men with my guy, Ryan. You might have seen him on the show. I'm Ryan. I just want to take a second to say I am proud of you, good brother. I love this show from the rip, and the fact that it's a part of the network now is just dope. Make sure you check that out on Wednesdays. And one thing different about Ryan's show is you can also check his audio out. So you out and about or you exercising, you need some little background noise. Check my man Ryan out on places where you can check out podcasts. And also make sure you get that exclusive membership. We got bonus content coming soon. Know y'all been waiting. We ain't gonna keep y'all waiting for too much longer. We got y'all. But before we go any further, a message from our sponsors. So, if you are watching right now, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you are on YouTube, join the channel. If you are on Facebook right now, share the podcast with your friends. Have them come through for this dope experience. But without further ado, actually, my bad. Is my co-host here? If my co-host is here, could you bring her up, please? If
it's El Presidente.
Yes, sir.
Nah, she late as usual.
Per usual. But with that being said, let's jump into that. If it bleeds, it leads. Nikki Boo, you know you are always welcome. Get yourself together and jump on. You could jump on today. I actually forgot to ask you yesterday, and due to that conversation we was having, I was like, it's kind of last minute. So Nick, if you want to jump on, come through, fam. Drop the link for her, please. Producer, bring up my first topic, please. If you are on Facebook, you have seen this recent AI app that has the internet streets going crazy. I did not particularly make this this AI figure that you see here. One of my friends did it and sent it to me, and I was laughing my ass off. You feel me? You can take that down. I just want to say, good people, be careful with these AI apps. When you are on these apps, you are giving them permissions to use your face, your image, and stuff like that. And with all the scandals going on right now, it's kind of crazy. So I want you to be careful. Don't just jump to something because it's a trend. Make sure you do your homework on it and make sure that it is from a good source, because if not, you might be giving people permission to do some wild shit. Next topic, please. So I came across with this particular post on Facebook the other day, and I thought this was some wild shit. This is whatever shorty name is, I kind of forgot, and I'm glad that we haven't seen her in a while because I got tired of her shenanigans. But the post says, a real weirdo who walks around in their panties and bra in front of their siblings. Who else finds this weird as fuck? You can take that down. I personally find that weird as fuck. Whether it be a sister in front of her brothers, because this is obviously something where it's a sibling of the opposite sex. But I find that to be weird as shit. Why are you walking around half naked in front of your siblings? Like, also with men, like, I would never walk around in a white beater and ethicas in front of my sister. I think that's wildly inappropriate and just overall weird as fuck. But with that being said, let's jump into our next topic.
Let's go ahead and stir the pot a little, shall we? Last Friday, 10 minutes before dismissal time, I decided to live stream my students helping me take my hair out. There was quite the discourse in the chat, which had people saying this was inappropriate and other people saying this was completely fine. There was nothing wrong with what I was doing and people were just making it weird. So of course I had to bring this issue to the big stage. I would like to represent myself in this case, Your Honor, if I may. Number one, for a little context, I had a hair appointment immediately after school and I needed my hair taken out beforehand. I would have taken it out the night before, but that Friday we had a camera crew coming in to shoot a promotional video and I was one of the ones being interviewed. So I had to look presentable, so I didn't take my hair out. I didn't have the time to do it all myself because it would have taken me forever. So naturally I asked about 4 or 5 of my over 100 best friends to assist me in taking my hair out, and they all agreed.
Nikki Boo, what is up with you?
Hey.
So, did you see the video that was just playing?
I did.
What were your thoughts when you heard about this particular incident?
It's absolutely inappropriate. And I feel like it's inappropriate because, one, it's not naturally you asking your students to take out your hair. But I feel like as a female who was a student, you have to be very females' emotions, especially at their age, are very fragile.
Okay.
And I feel like there has to just be a clear boundary. Because
Okay.
in your mind, it's like, oh, I'm just asking students that I hang out with that, I'm the cool teacher, why not? However, these girls, taking out spiritually, hair is like a big thing. But I
Okay.
also feel like if it was my child being recorded, taking out their teacher's hair, I would be like, absolutely fucking not. Like, first of all, it's during school hours, whether it was 10 minutes before class or not. He's like, oh, I didn't take it out because it couldn't be presentable. You could have took it out and put that shit in the ponytail. People do it every day.
Okay.
And I just think you have to be careful when you deal with young women and young men because they can get a different, their minds are not like adults. In his mind, it's like, oh, this is innocent. But in their mind, it's like, oh my God, I took out his hair. Oh my God. Oh, he's so cute. And it just perpetuates things that could eventually lead to whatever. But I think it was inappropriate. I don't think that any child should be touching any adult teachers in any way.
Okay. I personally did not see it as inappropriate. I thought to myself, like, this is the teacher's way of building a connection with his students. I sat there and I went down like a rabbit hole and I found like a video. They had like a 10-minute video of just things that this teacher did. So they showed him like on trips and stuff where they had like an overnight trip and he went to the gym and like 50 kids just wanted to be in the gym around him working out and stuff like that. So I think he's like one of those cool teachers. Now, what you said makes absolute sense. I just didn't see it that way. I thought it was like a teacher making a bond, like meeting students on a level in a way that they're more receptive. But I can actually, like the way you broke that down, I can see why that would be inappropriate. This teacher actually is in PG County, Maryland, the neighboring county on the Maryland side. And I found out on the news that he has been reassigned pending investigation. There's no penalties as of right now, but he's been reassigned to another school.
Now, do I think that he should have lost his job or whatever? Absolutely not. I think that it's just more of a coaching, it's a teachable moment.
Right.
I don't think he should have lost his job at all because that could be very detrimental to the students.
Right.
I just think it was a teachable moment to you have to have boundaries with children, especially girls, because it's not the act was innocent apparently.
Right.
Everybody knows that the act was innocent. However, it could be misconstrued. So I think that even when you are dealing with when your children's friends comes over here or comes around you and stuff, you just have to change that mindset. Yeah, you're the fun dad, I'm the fun mom, but there are certain things that are just a boundary that you can't cross.
Right.
Hayden's friends come over here and I'm in my room. I'm never taking a shower while they're in the house, although I'm in my room. I'm never doing that. I'm never letting them play in my hair. I'm never letting them just do things that could be considered intimate.
Right.
And that, unfortunately, but I do not think he should have been. I do not think he should have been fired or reassigned. I think it was just a teachable moment. Like, hey, you got to be teachable.
I definitely agree. I think that because looking at the videos, he just seems like a big ass kid. So
I went down a rabbit hole too. He definitely is the cool teacher that most kids never had.
Right.
And then
but I agree with you. You gotta go ahead.
I'm sorry, he said in one of his videos that the parents sign media releases and not necessarily like, oh, they can take out my hair. However, it was like the parents know that I'm in this social media presence and their children are going to be this, their children are going to be that.
Right.
That's why I think it should just be a teachable moment, not like you need to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's just it can be a slippery slope.
Right.
And I think that is kind of where I'm at, is like, was it inappropriate? Yes. Was it intentionally inappropriate? No.
Right.
So it's just, let me teach you like to have like certain boundaries.
Yeah, I agree. And I hope he doesn't receive like any penalties due to this. Peace and blessings to all involved. Producer, can you play the next clip, please?
A 7-year-old girl who had to watch me and my brothers jump her daddy after school. I'm sorry. I know that was probably a traumatizing experience for you, but we kept asking you to stop bullying my daughter and you wouldn't listen. We sent letters home. We even had a meeting with you and your parents and you wouldn't listen. So now you know your actions have consequences. And since you too young to receive those consequences, you had to watch your daddy take those consequences. Get some therapy. You'll be all right. A 7 year.
Holy shit. Did you hear about this case?
I did, and I think that he's fucking ridiculous.
I can't hear you.
I said I did, and I think that he's fucking ridiculous. Can you hear me?
I think I hear you now.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I hear you.
I think that's ridiculous, and I think that again with these fucking parents and stuff like that, like you have to think like an adult. And right. This is speaking from a person whose child was bullied a lot. And bullied a lot. Some crazy shit has happened to my child. Will I ever fight this child's parents? No. But what I did do is, okay, and we're going to learn how to fight. Kaden, we're going to teach you how to stand up for yourself. So instead of you teaching your child how to navigate society, because as she gets older in the world, everyone's not going to respect her. She has to set those boundaries, stand firm on her placement, and make people respect her. So instead of you teaching your child to defend themselves, you go beat up this child's father.
Not beat up.
The girl's probably still bullying your fucking daughter. And I personally feel like that's ridiculous.
You said fight, no jump.
All of it is stupid. And I think that and I think sometimes social media has gotten people like with this big chest, like I can do this or whatever the case may be. You jump this little girl's dad in front of her. Oh, I'm sorry. It may have been traumatizing, this, that, and the other. Whatever. Teach your fucking daughter to stand up for herself. And sometimes it takes longer than others. Like Kaden is in 6th grade now. And I think he probably stopped getting bullied around like 4th grade.
Right.
But you had to teach him that. And now he don't take no shit. So now she thinks daddy's going to fight all her fucking problems, which is not the real world.
Right.
Like, and maybe if you would take the time to teach your child how to defend themselves, how to tell the teacher, how to sneak attack that bitch, then we wouldn't be having this fucking problem. And sometimes some kids are just soft by nature. So you beat this child's kid up. What's going to stop the next one from doing that to her? And I have learned that parents cannot control their kids all the time. Who your child is in school is completely different than who they are in the house.
Thanks.
So you sitting here like I'm having conversation with these parents and doing all this stuff. You don't know if that little girl getting her ass whipped at home. And you also don't know what that little girl is going through at home. So the only thing you can do is control your child.
Are going through something.
Yeah, like control your child and teach your child how to defend themselves. Teach your child how to stay on their own 2 feet. And it may take a little bit of time, but the girl was like 7.
Yeah.
Like she's not in high school getting put in the fucking dumpster or getting put in the locker. Like she's 7. This is the crucial time. So you have taught her that if I don't get my way, my daddy's going to handle it. And you're going to wind up the fucking jail. And then your daughter won't have you fucking. Because if I was that man, I would have pressed fucking charges against all 3 of them. So now you want to traumatize my daughter? I'm going to traumatize your daughter and take you out the fucking home.
Well, also, I thought this was very fucking stupid because you admitted a crime on camera. Good job, jackass.
And kids will be kids. Like, kids are fucking mean. We all can
Yeah.
agree to that.
I was
Kids
one of
will
those
be
mean kids.
You have to learn. You have to teach your child how to adapt and deal with these things. And I'm speaking from a parent, from a stance where my child was very much so bullied, like head and toilet and all. So like real shit. So I'm speaking from a parent whose child was bullied, but I gave him the tools. And when I'm telling you this, where he at now, you can't touch him.
Shout out to the people watching. I see I got a couple viewers. What up, Luke? Make sure you give a shout out so we know to shot. I mean, make sure you comment so we know to shout you out. But yeah, I just thought this situation was like ridiculous. I was just like, damn. And then you admitted this on camera. You
Just
sir
dumb.
are a crumb bum. You're a crumb bum.
You're a crumb creep. I want to fight you. You don't have the courage. You're a real crumb bum.
Shannon, I'm trying to get rid of this fucking vape so bad, but I'll be stressed. The shit that I be going through in this house, I'm stressed.
Listen, I gave it up for like a week and I was right back at it. But
Man, I gave it up for like 6 months and then I was right back at it.
Good evening, Q. Appreciate you checking in. All right, producer. If you thought that was some wild shit, play my next clip, please.
I wanna say happy birthday to you. I wanna say happy birthday to you. I wanna say happy birthday to you.
I thought that was utterly one of the most fucking disgusting things I've ever seen in my life. To pour liquor on anybody. I don't like when people pop the bottle and shake it upward in a crowd of people. I don't like when artists are on stage and pour water into the crowd. When I saw this, I could not believe what the fuck I was seeing. For one, to do it. Two, to record it. And then somebody was probably recording it. Like, I'd have slapped the shit out of said person, my child or not. That was fucking wild. What did you think when you just saw that?
Well, I haven't seen the video till just now, and I believe that it's disgusting. So when your child grows up to be the fucking talk of the town, we know where it started. Getting champagne poured on her at her 3rd or 4th birthday. That's fucking ridiculous. I don't like champagne pouring or anything anyway because it's like so sticky and nasty. But like why? What I just feel like so many people do things for media and to go viral.
Yo, y'all said it at the same time. People
Right,
do anything to go viral these days.
Yeah, like anything to go viral these days, and the bullshit that they do is kind of like, for what? Like you're doing grown-up things to a child. Like,
yeah.
What?
I think that shit would be inappropriate. Like on your birthday, we was lit. You'd probably slapped the shit out of me if I got a bottle of champagne and poured it.
Oh, I would have, most certainly. What the fuck are you doing? First of all, that shit costs money. And second of all, it could be in my tummy and I can be more drunk. I don't want it on me.
Not even that. Why, like, pouring anything on a black girl's hair is, that's a no-no anyway.
No. I just think that, like I feel with actress Q, I agree with that. Like anything to go viral. People think going viral is like, oh, you're going to get all this money, you're going to get all this stuff. That's not true. Like, I just feel like people just do things just to fucking do them because it doesn't make sense to me. Like, first of all, now I'm an advocate for alcoholic beverages at children's parties. I'm definitely an advocate for that. However, not spraying champagne like you in the fucking club. Yeah. And then when she grows up to have fucking trauma, it's going to be like, well, where did this come from? Why does she have mommy issues? Why does she have daddy issues? Because you never fucking protected your child.
But bring up Q's comment, Hale's comment about man, I used to have a fit when my mom rubbed icing in my face. I've only had that happen one time in my life, and I think it was my 27th birthday. Now, mind you, I completely deserved it. I woke up and instantly started drinking. I walked in. I was in the army at the time, so I walked in my friend's barracks room, and I was like, "It's my birthday." One of my homies was like, "Happy birthday!" I slapped the shit out of him. We got into a minor fight, but I acted like an asshole all day. And when it was time to sing "Happy Birthday," they took the cake and shoved my face in it so bad that I inhaled icing and spent like the next hour trying to blow it through my nasal passage. But
yeah, I don't like that either. Like I think I did that to Kaden one time, and he was livid, and I was like, duly noted. I will never do that again. And big exclusive when you say like on your wedding day, don't pick cake. First of all, not on my good makeup, not on my $250, $300 beat face. Are you gonna put makeup on? You gonna put icing on me?
yeah,
And you can put it on your finger, and we can go from there, but not in my face.
whoa, that's kind of wild for a wedding. But I wanted to jump into a little sports. I know you don't watch sports like that, but Caitlin Clark has been getting the dog shit beat out of her in the WNBA. She came in, big name, and when she got there, they said, "Yo, this is the big dog yard." They have been like giving her hard fouls. She hasn't been playing to the level that she thought she was going to be playing. She was dominating in college. She is having a hard time in the WNBA. I mean, I watched the game the other day, and I mean, you can see that she's getting frustrated now because they are not fucking playing with her. At one point I was like, just take her out the game because she getting the shit beat out of her. But also NBA playoffs. We are at the Eastern and Western Conference Championships. The Indiana Pacers and the are against the Celtics right now, and the Mavericks are against the Wolves. Once again, I know you don't watch sports, but when I tell you, wait, big exclusive, bring your comment up.
I actually, funny thing is,
Good, that white privilege of her fans that got her in trouble. She was anointed before she even stepped on the court, and the other ladies were like, hold my bra. Yo, they really have not been big exclusive. Can you take that down? Take that down. Yeah.
the Phillies been doing. I actually watched the Philly game this weekend. Actually, two of them.
My dad sent the picture in the video chat. He was like, "Guess where I am?" I was like, "Somewhere fucking depressing." That shit in my group chat. Fuck the Phillies.
I actually heard about that Caitlyn thing, but I think that has. I mean, I'm not a sports person at all, but I think when you come from college to pro, especially because they bigged her up so much, that I feel like she reminds me of like, what is it, Sanaa Lathan, and what's that movie?
Love and Basketball.
Right, where she thought she was hot for fire. Right, where she thought was hot, she was hot shit, and she had to be brought down a few notches. I think that because they bigged her up so much that she needs to understand, like, college, from what you say, college basketball is completely different from the WNBA.
So I think another thing that's also happening is with college students being able to make money. She came into the big exclusive. I love Angel Reese to death. I think she's dope as a person. I think she's a good role model for girls because she's just her. She from I believe she's from PG County, Maryland. But I remember watching Angel Reese when she played for Maryland, and she was balling. When she went to LSU, I was like, I get it, because the team in Maryland just wasn't as good. She started cooking immediately. But I am enjoying watching Caitlin Clark get these hard fouls, elbows, and I enjoy it. But now to the topic that everybody wants to discuss. The P. Diddy video. The diddler has done it once again. What the actual fuck? What was your thoughts when you saw the video?
So, I believe Cassie from Rip. We had that conversation. Although Shannon said I shouldn't believe her just because she was a woman, but I believed her from the beginning.
I didn't believe her just because she was a woman.
I know that was a whole thing. It was a whole thing in that podcast.
I believed her because of how descriptive she was of the incidents that were taking place. That shit was like really foul. And I always had Diddy as one of those people because he always carried himself in such a way where he was almost like a godlike presence. So
Yeah.
I completely believe that whatever he wanted to do, he was doing from the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you,
Hollywood in general just has a lot of, things for the normal person. We don't know what goes on in Hollywood. So when it came out, I definitely believed her. I say because she was a woman, but I'm also coming from a person who has been in a severely abusive relationship as well. So I believe first until I'm told differently, versus some people who don't really believe until they're shown proof. So the video was utterly disgusting. I think his apology video was bullshit. I
I
think
think his
he's not.
apology video was worse than the fucking act.
I wouldn't say it was worse than the act, but I think that his apology video is because you got caught. Because when she first came out, it was deny, 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 and now that the video came out, which you knew that you had the video, it was just like, oh, I'm going to say I'm sorry, and I wanted this, and I wanted that. And the sad part about it is like you have these young men and these young women that you are caring for, and Lord knows what they have seen. But like the video was so bad, like he literally dragged this girl and like kicked her in the fucking face
That
and
was
punched her
wild.
in the face. Like I was sick to my stomach. I was like, oh my God, he needs to go to fucking jail.
So
Like,
it gets worse because it gets worse. That apology was definitely, that apology video was evil personified. So from what I understand, that video starts right after she left his room from him giving her like two black eyes, I believe. So
yeah,
it
so
started.
right. And then like you could tell that you could see you could somewhat see the panic in her face. And again, I am coming from a very vulnerable space because of what I have lived through, and you know what I have lived through. So like
Right.
the moment of seeing that, it was just like, damn, like to feel so powerless over such, and he's not a big guy, but just to feel so powerless for someone who's just stronger than you, I can only imagine what she felt. So you drug her back into that room, told her to get her shit together, and then you shipped her off so her wounds can heal. Make it
That
make sense.
wild.
You are a horrible fucking human being. And the sad part about it is all these people knew that you were doing this to whomever. Because I know with Kim Porter, there was an article where he like beat her the fuck up in front of her in the building while where she
That
was working.
that
And
is wild.
Shannon, you said I stand on what I said. I'm not believing anyone at face value. Women lie a lot, and so do men. I totally agree with that. But again, as I stated earlier, from my life and the things that I've been through, I'm always going to believe the woman until I'm proven otherwise. So it's kind of like I trust first versus people who don't trust first, which is
I
totally
don't
okay.
I don't trust first, but if somebody gives a believable story, I'm I'm prone to side with that person
I believe everything
because
they say about Hollywood. Like literally, like everything that they have come out with in the last few years about Hollywood has been substantiated. There needs to be a conspiracy charges for everyone who knew and said nothing or witnessed any of the egregious stuff. I agree because I think his
yeah,
bodyguard was like he was trying to stop it or whatever, and I think he wanted the bodyguard might want to quitting or something. But it's like this not the only one that he beat on. This is
yeah,
abusive men are abusive men, and when
yeah.
they have a bout of not being abusive, it's either because they're single or because whoever they're with is just very complacent and don't want the trauma.
And I was watching Joe Budden talk about it, and he was like, his apology was tone deaf. Like you
But
really
that nigga's
sit.
a woman beater too. So you commenting on a nigga
Well, you know
that's
what?
beating a woman, and then you're a woman beater yourself.
What I will say is he caveated that he stated that I'm speaking on it, but I'm speaking from a place of a person with a similar history. He was like, now I'm not acting holier than thou. It took me years to get like therapy and stuff like that. Healing, I've come a long way. But he did acknowledge that he has a history of the same thing.
Right, but all the men in my life, besides that one, all the men in my life have never hit a woman, no matter how mad y'all get. And you get that mad, you walking the fuck out. You might punch a wall or whatever, slam a door, but you're not gonna hit a woman. Like you're not gonna do that.
I've only hit a woman when I was hit first.
Listen, I fucking digress because I just feel like. So the thing about it is like you're taught as a child not to hit women back, and then you go through like the little thing where Kaden actually said to me the other day, he was like, a girl gotta hit me 5 times before I hit her back, and I was like, who told you that number? He was like, I just made it up. And he's like, I just made it up, and I was like, bro, just learn to walk away. And I do understand. My mom always told me, you hit, you will get hit back. That's how I was raised.
Equal
don't hit a man or boy.
Opportunity.
Shut up. My mom always taught me, Nikki, you're a girl. A lot of men don't know how to show restraint, but if you hit a person, you're going to get hit back. So I don't hit men unless they hit me. And then now we fighting, and then I'm going to try to kill you. But we going to digress.
That infamous spitting incident that happened in my past, I don't think anybody would have batted an eye if I stepped back and threw a nice right hook.
I would have been like, damn, that's I would have felt like, damn, that's fucked up. Like I do know that some women provoke, right? I'm not never saying that they don't do that at all. Right. However, I feel like with Cassie was a teenager when she got with him. Also, it was a lot. People don't understand the cycle of abuse. It's like she's a teenager, whatever. She's being given all this money, given all these things. In the document, she was like, her parents would come see the house and stuff, and her parents was like, this is kind of off, but I don't really know. Like, she seems like she's okay, all these things. But the cycle of abuse starts very slow. Did you ever hear about the frog in the boiling water?
No.
All right. So if you have a pot of boiling water and you drop a frog into it, they're going to automatically jump out, right? So if I go into a relationship and I'm getting hit on the first day, it's like, I'm leaving. But if you put a frog in temperature water and you put the stove on very low and it just slowly heats up, the frog will die because the frog doesn't understand that it's in boiling water until it's too late.
I have a real serious question for you. Where the fuck did you get that analogy?
So I told you because I was in an abusive relationship. So when I went through therapy, you learn these things like the cycle of abuse. So you try to make sure you stop yourself from getting into that again. So like, I just feel like with her, he started off nice. And the same thing like Columbus Short said. Columbus Short was like, yo, I think he was low-key grooming me, whether I believe it or not. But like, he's being so nice, inviting you to parties, buying you all this stuff, doing all this stuff. And then he hitting you up. You want to come to the hotel? Listen,
the Philly in me, whenever somebody is being overly nice, I'm always questioning, what are your intentions? Like when I get to work, like when I get a new job and it's somebody just overly being nice, not just being your regular, like being courteous, but being overly, oh, do you need anything? So, like, I'm always looking at those people, and it always makes me think, what are you hiding?
I think that you look at those people because you have an array of friends, right?
Right.
Male, female, you have an array of friends. You have a lot of friends who have been in abusive relationships, who have been in healthy relationships, who are not so confident, doesn't really have boundaries. You have an array of friends. So I think because you have such a mixture of people around you, that you are a little bit on edge. Like, I mean, I know what nice is, but you doing a little bit too much. So like, I mean, I just think that it was unfortunate. I think that his apology was bullshit. It was unfortunate. And honestly, like, I'm not going to say it on here, but like, I would love for...
Don't say that. So
I would love for him to come against someone.
Okay.
Just as him.
So also when I watched this video, I clicked out and the cell block one gonna be a long day. But I came across an article about his son actually. So his son got a lawsuit, and it was, I think the P. Diddy video overshadowed the lawsuit with his son. His son has a lawsuit for assault against a bartender.
Which one?
The one that looks just like him.
Okay.
King Combs. So apparently they were on a yacht trip and he walked up to a bartender and he was like, yo, take a shot. And the girl was like, I don't really want a shot. And he was like, it's just tequila, it's just tequila. So she was like, the fact that he had to emphasize that already made me feel weird. So she said that he grabbed her by the throat and threw her against the wall and forced her to drink the shot. So she said that when she drank it, she was like, it was just weird. She was like, I'm a bartender. I know what alcohol tastes like. And this didn't taste like that. So she was suing Puffy and his son. And Puff Daddy, you, sir, are a crumb bomb.
You're a crumb creep. I want to fight you. But you don't have the courage. You're a real crumb bum.
But this is what you're teaching your children. What people don't understand that kids learn. Kids are mimicking your behavior from a very young age, right?
Yeah,
Kaden got an attitude because I got an attitude. Kaden lie. I mean, I was a liar when I was a kid. But Kaden does all these things because these are things that he's been seeing. And I remember this guy tried to get my phone number in North Philly, and I said, no, thank you. And this nigga threw a glass bottle at my head.
Damn.
I was like, bro, like, all I said was no. Like, I'm okay. So, like,
I never got that. I never understood why men get so, like,
man, you tell them now
when
you ugly. Then they trying to fight you. And and that's why people say, like, just give him the number. That's why a lot of girls online be like, yo, just give him the number and just block them. Just give him the number and block them. Because it is what people don't realize. It is dangerous being a woman. No matter your race, it's dangerous being a woman. Like, in general, people look at you and you are not strong or whatever the case may be. And for him to force that drink down her throat, whether it was alcohol or drugged or whatever, for him to do that is like, there are 1,000 women in here that would gladly take a shot from you.
But not even just that. I think it's sad that women have to have that logic where it's like, just give them the number, because that's a weird ass sense of entitlement for a man. But with that being said, I promise that the next couple subjects are a little bit lighter than that. But with that being said, let's jump into my funny video of the week.
Defend yourself if your mom ever comes swinging at you with a sandal. This right here is my brother. He's going to be playing my mom. So let's say you did something wrong, right? And she swings at you. Pop! Now you have wrist control. What you want to do now is move the trajectory of the sandal away from your face and then pivot inward. From here, you can either break her arm. What I like to do is turn it around. Pop! Now she's disarmed and you have full control. Hey! Show me. Okay, guys, this is my actual mom. Let's do this one more time. So let's say she swings at you, right?
I laughed so hard. One of my buddies sent me that. Good people, if you follow me or we're friends on Facebook, send me all the funny videos.
I sent you one earlier about the guy.
I have not looked at my phone today.
Oh,
It was kind of ripping and running.
You got to look at it. It's hilarious. But no, that's funny because
I've always imagined me doing that. Every ass whooping I got as a kid, I would sit in a room and say, I can't wait till I grow up so I can fuck you and Big Ant up. Unfortunately, as a grown up, that is clearly stronger than both of them. Lil Ant, I let you down because that ass whipping will never be delivered as much as I wanted to.
my mom, funny story, real quick. My mom went to go punch my sister, right? And she ducked and she hit the wall and she broke her hand. Like, she fucked her hand up. And I was like, yo, she's going to fuck you up when her hand is better. But like Luke said, she gonna say you hit her back. My mom was like, this is what you do to me. My sister was like, that was my face. Like, you broke the wall. That would have been my face.
Yeah. But that concludes, if it bleeds, it leads. Now, good people, let's jump into some of that lounge talk. Mug flow.
All right, let me put some more wine in my bottle that I was already
So,
that was
you know how I like to start off that lounge talk with a little ice cooler topic. Um, yo, facts. JoJo, what up though? So my first lounge talk ice cooler topic is, what is something men wear that you want them? No, what is something that men wear that you hate?
skinny jeans, too tight skinny jeans.
Mm.
I feel like at a certain age, your body is not what it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like too tight, even on a woman, too tight skinny jeans is like, bro, you can't even walk. Like, what's wrong with straight leg? Because straight leg kind of look like skinny when you look kind of like on the heavier side. But like too tight skinny jeans is like a ultimate turn off. Like, can your nuts breathe? Like,
yikes.
It's not cute. It's not cute at all. And then the jeans are too tight, and then you got like a belly, and you got a too tight shirt on, and it's just like. And I'm a fan of the big men. I love me a big man, but not with skinny jeans, personally.
So, one thing that I hate that dudes wear, yo, dog, if your hairline is receding, cut that shit the fuck off. Like, people really be fighting it. Why are you fighting this, good brother? Cut that shit off.
Because people are attached to their hair. It's not that they don't want to. Well, it is that they don't want to cut it off. But I think that when you get to the part of being bald, like you or whatever, it's a level of like acceptance that you're getting older, and most people don't want to accept that they're getting older.
Yeah, funny
the
story.
man purse. I like the man purse, depending on what it is.
I think I've always thought that was a weird.
I think it just depends on what type of man purse. Now, if it's an actual purse, no. But if it's like a fanny pack drum and it's nice, I'm cool with that. Like, you can't hold it around your waist. You can't hold it. You gotta.
I'm not a fan. I remember one time, rest in peace, good brother Kev. I was like, yo, why you walking around with that purse on? I laughed, and I'll never forget. I was laughing, and I was like, ah. I lifted my head up, and he was holding his Glock like this. He was like, this is why I carry a man purse. I never laughed at his purse again. Also,
I think if it matches the outfit and it's not like drawn, like Kaden and Mason used to wear like the little fanny packs a lot. That was like a little thing for a point in time. But I think like I don't have a problem with the man purse as long as it's not a purse, like an actual like handbag. Yeah. And if it's like a fanny pack that you put across your body, you know, you might have some stuff in there. You might have your Blistex, your phone, your wallet.
All items that you just put in your pocket.
I don't really mind it as long as it's not a cheap one.
But no, I'll never forget. I got a baldy because I was talking to my dad, and if you ever met my dad, he has a very short attention span. So if you are talking to him and you don't capture his attention in like 30 seconds, his mind wanders and he gonna hit you with the, yeah, that's crazy. I was in the middle of talking to him. We used to work together. He looked at me dead in my eyes and was like, yo, what's your problem? The fuck are you doing? I was like, excuse me? He said, yo, cut that fucking shit off your head. What you holding on to? I was like, oh shit. Wow. I called my barber up and got my hair cut that day.
I think some men look really good. I mean, I like bald men. My daddy's a bald man. I think bald men is very attractive, especially like if you have like the face and the head for it. I'm all for people cutting their hair off.
Another thing that I hate that men wear, I think is really, really spicy. But when men wear pearl necklaces,
I've never encountered that. That is very spicy. That's a girl thing. Pearls are for girls.
I guarantee you, the next time you go outside in DC, take a look around. There's gonna be one dude in there with a pair of pearls on.
You want to know what else I hate? Those fishnet shirts when you're not gay.
Or unless you're not Jamaican.
No, even them. And I'm Jamaican. Like, don't wear that shit. Like, I don't.
I would never tell a Jamaican man they're not allowed to wear that.
Right, unless you're in Jamaica. Maybe if you're in Jamaica, or maybe at a soca club. But like no, it's not. Shannon, it's not. Like, I go into the city sometimes, and I'm like, y'all straight as fuck wearing these like fishnet shirts. Like it's a thing.
So, with that being said, let's jump into my lounge talk topic of the night. So, I was watching the Joe Budden podcast, and they was running down a documentary about a scandal from a couple years ago. I believe the site was Ashley Madison.
Oh,
don't quote me on the name. Huh? Say that again.
I know Ashley Madison.
So, if you're not familiar with the site was a spot for cheaters to link up and meet. So, the scandal broke because a hacker had tried to extort them for money and said, I will give out the email list of everybody on this site if you don't give me X amount of dollars. The company said, we don't give a shit. Expose us. And I remember that scandal breaking because just a dump of names and emails it came out. And the thing that I found very odd is people that were using their company and business email for these sites. Well, nice of you to join us today. So, El Presidente, you came in just in time
Good
for the
evening. Good
topic of
evening.
the night.
Good evening, ma'am. Looking beautiful as ever. Skin glowing.
Thank you.
Love it.
Thank you. Please pardon my tardiness. This is prom season, so I'm trying to get everything together for my son.
Okay, you're forgiven.
Trying to get my car fixed. Today has just been a day.
So, because I was surely going to go to the group chat and cuss you out.
Shut up, Shannon.
You are forgiven because prom season is a big deal. Okay,
it's a lot. Sure. It's a lot.
So, I remember when the Ashley Madison scandal broke and they had the list of names. So I remember me and my friends, I was still in the Army at the time, and we went up there and we looked for all the emails that had .mil at the end of it, because that's a government email. And there was like high-ranking people in the Army that got caught up in this scandal. So my question to you is, how would you feel if you came across a dating app and found your husband on it?
You asking me?
You know what? I'll ask El Presidente first.
Wait, say it again. And Shannon, stop that. Don't put my business out there like that. Now say that again. That's not funny.
So you're on his. You get word because, I mean, obviously, if you're in a marriage, I would expect one person, not both people, to be on a dating site. But one of your homegirls sends you a screenshot. Your dude is on this dating site. How do you feel? Are you addressing it, or how are you handling it?
First, well, I'm a Gemini, so I'm gonna do my investigation, and then I'm going to approach him and ask him a series of questions. Now, normally, if I'm asking you questions, I already know the answer. So I'm waiting for you to lie. So the moment that you decide that you want to part your mouth to lie, I mean, my bags is already packed. I'm sorry, your bag's already packed at the door. That's
okay. All right, because I got a follow-up question. But Nick, your spouse is on a dating site.
Clayton's in here, and what I'm going to say is you can't hear. So follow-up question.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, okay, so you're married, and you find out that your husband is on a cheater, specifically a cheater site. How do you react to that? Violence.
Violence is not the answer.
It's always the answer. Big Bro, what's up with you? So, Nick, are you?
Right. So
So I think if I see my person on a dating app or a cheating app or whatever, I think that I would be very highly offended because I am, as we all know, and for the newcomers, I am very much so bisexual, and we can fuck these bitches together.
You got a weird echo going on.
Is this still an echo?
No, you good now.
Okay. So it's like we can fuck these girls together. And it's like, is this still an echo?
No. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to leave out and come back.
Okay.
All right.
So the scenario was weird because they were saying that
Hey,
you
Lou.
might why is that echo happening? That's weird. But they were saying, what if your spouse happened to be on a site ahead of time? Like they was on a site and you they just didn't delete their profile. Are you still upset?
Yeah, I'm still upset because why didn't you delete your profile? Why
What if
haven't
it
you
just
deleted your
happened to
profile
slip his
yet? Like we're
mind?
married. Come on now, that don't just
So
happen to slip your mind.
I can easily see wait, before we go any further, I want to ask the good people what they got to say about that.
So what I was saying was
And
is
if
like,
y'all think I came here to play with y'all, god damn it, I'm not.
so
Drop the
what I
link,
have to say is
producer.
that I am very open sexually, and I feel like a lot of humans do not know their sexual heights. So I'm very in tune with my sexuality. So if I found my person on a dating site or a cheating site, if I found him on a dating site, I'm hoping that I told him to go on that dating site. But if I did not, or a cheating site, I would be very offended because
So you're mixing them, and I think they are separate issues. The dating site is one thing. The cheating specific site is another thing.
I don't think so. Because if I never told you to go on a dating site, then that's cheating. And if you go on a cheating site, that's cheating.
So let's just say for the dating site, this is somebody that you're like in a relationship with, not married. Are you still upset that they're on a dating site?
I will only be upset if they're on a dating site if there was a conversation about monogamy. Because if we have the conversation where we're saying we're exclusive, no, you shouldn't be on a dating site anymore. And there's no way in the world that you say, "Oh, I forgot to delete my profile." Because the moment
I disagree with that wholeheartedly.
the moment we have that conversation, and we hear, "Oh, okay, well, I'm going to delete my site. I'm going to delete it. You can delete yours as well."
Producer, can you drop the link when you get a chance?
And
But
that for me is like I would be offended because I like an extra razzle dazzle in my relationship from time to time. So there's no reason for you to hide that from me because I'm a very open individual. So for me,
why?
it's like when you feel like you got to go behind my back and do whatever you want to do, it's kind of like that's a slap in my face because I've given you the safe space to be vulnerable and to tell me what you want sexually.
But why do you think it's unheard of to forget to date a profile on a dating app?
Because the moment me and you dating and or met on a dating app and we sitting here in my house, we chilling, we had a conversation, you think, I'm not sleeping with nobody, you're not sleeping with nobody, you want to be exclusive. Yeah, okay. Well, in that moment, I'm going to tell you too. Well, let's delete our profiles.
I think you're saying that from a perspective of somebody that met somebody on a dating app. I'll give you an example. Me personally, I have a dating app, and honestly, I only had a dating app to look at it and look at the girls that's on there when I'm bored. Now, whenever because I've been on a dating app for a while, anytime I've gotten serious or in a relationship, I won't go on the app, but I also forget that the app is there because I'm not a frequent person. I've actually never dated somebody off a dating app. So if I was to get into another relationship and let's say her girlfriend says, yo, I found your dude on a dating app. And this is presented to me, and I say, well, shit, honestly, I forgot that I had the profile. You don't think that's reasonable?
No, because when you make the thing about it is when you are intentional and you are intentionally saying like we're gonna be monogamous, then that let me get off this dating it. Like let me get off of that. Like I
So
don't
you don't think what I said was reasonable?
No, because the moment you tell me we together, erase the fucking dating profile. First of all, but I am also the person that will download a dating profile on a Monday and delete it on a Thursday because this shit is stupid. And rather somebody has a dating whatever on their phone for whatever, when you intentionally are dating someone, your mind should automatically go to like, oh yeah, let me delete that. I'm not really you, whatever. I don't believe that it's something that somebody can easily forget. Now, in the event that you easily in the event that you forget it, and somebody say like, yo, I seen it on this dating website, I'm going to ask you about it. I'm going to ask you to see your phone. I'm going to ask you when the last message that you sent was. And if it say like a year ago or whatever, then I'll be like, all right, cool, just delete it right now.
All right, that sounds a little bit more reasonable. Cause I can really like I can say that I won't go on the app and I'll get a notification, I'll swipe it off, but I'll forget about it. But I don't actively go on dating sites. It's like kind of a boredom.
But I feel like if you're not actively looking on a dating site or whatever, why don't you just erase it? Like when I'm on Hinge, I'm single, so I'll download Hinge. I realize I ain't swiping like a week. I'm gonna either pause my account or delete the app until I'm ready to get back on there. Like
so,
I don't get the fact that you have a dating as I don't get the fact that you have a dating site like, oh, I don't really get on it. Fucking erase it then. Like, what is the problem? Like, when you realize, like, oh, when you get a notification, like, oh, I ain't swiping this on a month, delete it. There's no reason for you to even have it. You're not even using it.
So
exactly.
Like, so for me, I feel like when you take the time to say, I want to be with this person, whatever the case may be, whether y'all met on a dating app or whatever, the moment you make a decision to say, I want to be with you, is the moment that you should be like, let me make sure that I'm like deleting these apps when these bitches be calling me, I'm in a relationship or, whatever the case may be. You need to start to work the way. I give like 2 months, I give like 2 months to like filter out, like to let people know like I'm in something. Erase the fucking app. It's not that deep. And I think that as grown ass people and grown adults, there's no reason for you to have an app if you're not using it. Number one, like dating app, if you're not.
Don't tell me what to do.
And number two is like, but I also think that sometimes like some people, male or female, just like to be stubborn. Like, oh, I forgot that it was on there. You saying you forgot that it's on there, but you got a fucking notification last week and you just swiped it off. You didn't fucking forget that it was on there. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing for sure and two things for certain. There are times where I don't use my app for weeks, but I'm still getting them notifications because they still liking my page. So the shit is coming up on your phone. Erase the fucking app. Don't play with me. Play with your mom. Period.
Wow. Bringing mothers into it. Now, I think we kind of killed that dating app, but for sure. But wait, bored white women? Yo, I think I'm gonna go look that up. Bored rich dumb white. Okay, that sounds like a deal. I appreciate that, big bro.
I'm never dating a white person.
But
I can't bring myself to do it.
You said what?
I'm never dating a white woman.
I'm an equal opportunist. As long as that woman was born a woman, I'm all for it. That's my preference.
I can't do that. I just feel like I came from in college. I dated a white guy, and I was like, what is this? I dated an Indian guy. I love my black people. I came from a black woman, was raised in a black household with a black man. I can't. The most I would do is probably Hispanic, like Spanish, Hispanic. But I can't go outside my race again. Like I can't, especially a white person.
So let's jump back to you, El Presidente. Your man is on a cheater-specific website. I mean, What is your thought? But what is your next action?
My next action, I'm gonna ask questions. Like I want to know why the hell are you still on this site? Like what the fuck is going on?
No,
What
no,
is
no,
you
no,
a
no.
cheater?
Yeah, I mean the
So,
website is set up for cheaters.
so I think you popped in
Yeah,
a little
like
bit. We were talking about Ashley Madison. You remember that site? Ashley Madison. So that's
yeah.
what he was talking about in the list leaked. So that's what he's saying. Like he was on a specific site. So he was on Ashley Madison. If your person was on
Ooh,
Ashley.
I'm asking questions like, Negro, you a cheater? Like what's going on? Why are you on this website?
Mm.
So
Like
one
I'm doing
guy
my
gave an
research on you.
explanation.
I'm a detective.
It was funny because I saw it on the Joe Budden podcast, and one dude was like, "Yo, honestly, when new stuff pop up like this, I just join it just to see what it's about, and I'll never go back." But he was like, if my name popped up, I would just say like, "Yo, I just wanted to see what the fuss was about."
But why? I'm not understanding. I think that people think they sound smart when they sound really fucking dumb. But why?
I
There's
think
a million and one ads that pop up. You're not going to fucking Louis Vuitton to buy a handbag because it popped up on your phone. I wanted to see what the hype was about. No, absolutely not.
so. You're
Absolutely
not buying the curiosity.
no, absolutely not. No, I'm not buying it. On a cheating, what you went to a website specifically for cheaters. And
I want to see what the
when you
fuss was about.
Google Ashley Madison, if an ad pops up, ashleymadison.com, you curious, Google it. The Google is going to say it's a website for cheaters. We bill your account. We don't say Ashley Madison. We say something else. Because it was a whole thing where you can like literally cheat in peace. It says it online. You Google it. That's as much curiosity as you need to have for you to go on there and sign up. First of all, they don't even give a free fucking trial. You got to fucking pay for it.
I don't like that.
Offer it.
Cheat in peace. Like that's disgusting.
The only thing to remain innocent in a relationship besides being monogamous is not freaking phone. I'm going back to be real shit.
But that's
Phone
not
is-
true though. I think we are all human. So you're probably going to have somebody that try to pop up or whatever the case may be to a certain extent. And I feel like it's your reaction that makes it a problem. I don't go through phones. I don't go
either.
searching. I'm not that. That's why my ass was getting cheated on for fucking 6-7 years. But whatever. I digress. But I feel like when you make a commitment to somebody, just commit. Like, don't commit if you're not ready to commit. And if you get to a point where you feel like, you know what, I don't want to commit, you should be in a place with a woman or a man where you have a safe space and you are safe enough to be vulnerable and to say that. Like, if me and you were together for 5 or 6 years and you like, you know what, Nick, I'm having a
not
little
gonna
bit like
comment
I'm gonna explore this sexually. I want to explore this, whatever. I am your safe space. Come to me and tell me that. Do not do that shit behind my back, because honestly, what people don't realize is that sometimes the feeling of one is honestly the feeling of both.
That's a good point. Well, good people, I think we kind of tackled that one. But after the lounge talk and what y'all got to say about that, we like to jump into that spotlight. Producer, put the spot. Cleary, do we have any new products jumping with the line right now?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, no. I do not have any products jumping with the line right now, but I do have some candles that I am going to bring to Philly because I remember that Ryan asked for one. And I'm just going to kind of give them out, let you guys smell them. I have been very lackadaisical this year for various reasons, but the things that are online are great for the fall.
Okay.
So make sure you go. We have our Worthy flagship shirt that you see Aunt wear sometimes. Variety of colors is unisex. We also have some sweatpants, and then for the ladies, we have your beach bag, aka whole bag, aka overnight bag. Which is amazing. They wash very well. It's very spacious. And then we also have some self-love care boxes. And honestly, like if you guys want something that is not shown on the website, or if you want to like tailor something, just hit me up, because I'm always open to constructive criticism. I'm always open to new ideas, and I will make something specifically for you and also give you credit when I put it on my website. So make sure you follow me at worthy.loves on Instagram. Also go to my website, worthyloves.com. And I am here for you guys and all your self-love needs. If you need a venting ear, a crying ear, wind down. I'm in Philly a lot this summer. Just call me.
I don't think that's why you're telling people you're gonna be in Philly, but I digress. But no, I want to excuse me. I want to give a shout out to the network. Shout out to Ron, the newest show to be added to the network, A Safe Space for Men. You can check that out on Wednesday. My guy has a fire podcast, and I think everybody should be watching it. We're gonna be back here next Thursday once again. You know, the weekends lately been newsworthy, and we're gonna be breaking that heat, because I feel like honestly I probably won't be touching this Diddy topic again, because honestly this is a lot.
Hey, beautiful, how are you?
I don't like to see. I don't like the way this is. That's not the type of stuff that I'm like into digging in deep into. But I'm pretty sure that some more shocking shit is yet to come. But
what did Cat Williams say? This is year of the truth. The year of the truth.
Yeah, he ain't never lied. I think he was
He never lied.
I think he was working for the feds with that one. Negro Dominus over there. But once again, like I said in the beginning of the show, if you are going through something, you need to talk to somebody. I am here. You can reach out. Don't mind talking. I actually talked to somebody earlier this week that was going through something, and it's somebody that I'm not even particularly close to, but I would much rather talk to somebody about what's going on than have them doing something that would extremely upset people that love them. With that being said, thank you for dialing in, Nick. I should have hit you up from the beginning.
It's okay. I'm always here. House clean.
Late as you were, I still appreciate your time. And good people, I hope you all have a good, safe weekend. Peace and blessings, good people.